insurance sector must be stopped, said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The new election commission is not under any political pressure, said CSC. Probable date of SSC on 19 June and HSC 22nd August been announced. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Mytv News and Fan. It's been within the newsroom today watching headlines. Now the details. Fraudulence in the insurance sector must be stopped, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The Premier said government is going to introduce universal pension system for all with the aim of providing security of life. The Prime Minister said this while joining the program organized on the occasion of National Insurance Day through a video conference from Ganabhavan today, calling for education insurance immediately after childbirth. The Prime Minister advised to avoid third parties in the field of vehicle insurance. The Election Commission is committed to make the forthcoming parliamentary election free, fair and neutral, says Chief Election Commissioner Kazi Habibul Awal. He said this while talking to the reporters after paying floral tributes to the heroic martyrs at the National Memorial in the Savannah today. He added that the new Election Commission is not under any political pressure, adding that all parties will participate in the election under this Election Commissioner. All the members of the newly appointed commission believe in the spirit of the Awami League, says BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Rizvi. He also said a fair election is not possible with them. He made remarks after paying homage at the tomb of party founder Jia Rahman and reciting Fatiha at Shere Bangla Nagar in the capital along with the leaders of the new committee of Just Dhaka Metropolis. He also said that BNP will not go for any election not only under the present commission but also under the present government. The probable dates of the secondary school certificate SSC and higher secondary certificate HSC and the equivalent examination for the academic year 2022 have been announced. The announcement came in a separate emergency notification signed by the chairman of the board, Professor Tapun Kumar Sarkar. The notification said that from April 13, the registered student will fill the online form at home. Preparatory tests may start from 19 May earlier in a meeting on Sunday. Various board chairmen proposed to include some subject in SSC and HSC examination. The government has decided to cut off gas supply during a peak hours of power generation from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. As a result, the CNG station will be closed for 5 hours from today. It has been decided to increase gas supply for power generation. According to the press release issued by Bangla, the vigilance team of the gas distribution company will regularly monitor the implementation of the decision. Legal action will be taken against the concession station for violating the decision as per Bangladesh Gas Act 2010. The month of independence has begun today, as it giving a heartbreaking reminder to the genocide that the Pakistani occupation forces carried out in the country from March to mid-December 1971. The month of March is very significant in the country's story, as the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, declared the country's independence in the early hours of March 26, 1971. The month also made the nation proud for the historic 7th March speech of Bangabandhu, which has been recognized by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization (UNESCO) as a part of the world's documentary heritage. IGP Benazir Ahmed said that the police are constantly fighting against injustice and crime in the society. He said that the members of the force often have to give their lives in this. He said this while addressing a function at the PSC auditorium of Mirpur Police Staff College in the morning to pay tributes to the families of 138 police personnel killed in 2021. He said that the security of the police would be ensured while on duty. Viewers, now international news. Russia-Ukraine peace talks have been held on the Belarusian border, where along with the negotiation is on for a long time. However, solutions are yet to come. Both countries are preparing to sit in the second round of meeting. On the other hand, Russia has already begun planning a bigger attack. Meanwhile, Freedom Square in the central Kharkiv, Ukraine's second city, has been hit by a Russian strike, causing a huge explosion. Zubair Rahman has more.
Talks between Russian and
Peaceful meeting between Russia and Ukraine has ended without any solution. The meeting between Ukraine and Russia took place on Monday in the Gomel region of Belarus.
Isolation deepens 4 days after.
At the meeting, representatives of Ukrainian President Zelensky demanded an immediate ceasefire. They also demanded the complete withdrawal of Russian troops from Ukraine and the liberation of Crimea and the Donbas region. Even after the meeting, the Kremlin did not talk about what Russia wants. However, in a phone conversation with French President Emmanuel Macron on Monday, Russian President Vladimir Putin set out 3 conditions for a peaceful solution to the ongoing crisis in Ukraine. The conditions include recognizing Russia's sovereignty over Crimea, disarming Ukraine and freeing it from the effects of Nazism, and ensuring the country's neutrality. Russia's President Vladimir Putin has said that a peaceful solution to the crisis in Ukraine is possible if Russia's legitimate security interests are met unconditionally. A statement from the French President's office said that Macron reiterated the international community's call for an end to Russia's invasion of Ukraine and called for an immediate ceasefire. Meanwhile, in the face of Ukraine's obstruction, Russia has started plotting a larger attack, a satellite image of which has been captured. There's a picture of a Russian army convoy approaching the Ukrainian capital Kiev, about 64 kilometers long. Zubair Rahman, MyTV News Desk.
At least 8 people were killed in Australia flooding. The administration has ordered the evacuation of thousands of people as the situation on the country's east coast deteriorates. And meanwhile, people are taking shelter on the roofs of their houses, and hundreds of buildings have been submerged in water. More than 15,000 residents in Brisbane have been affected by rising water level. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has announced the deployment of defence forces in high-risk areas. More than 53,000 people in Queensland have lost power due to rain and flood. Besides, more than 1,000 education institutions are closed across the state. Major highways, including more than 1,000 roads, have also been submerged. Meta is developing an artificial intelligence translator capable of translating hundreds of languages. The new AI model is called No Language Left Behind. That being said, the artificial intelligence of people have been hoping for since time immemorial is now going to experience people that power. Zubair Rahman has more.
Bu sayede bağ kuruyoruz.
How much better it would be to speak all the languages of the world. For those who think so, this is the incredible yet absolutely desirable power that is going to pay off for them. That's what the company recently announced in a new blog.
Yes. Would you like me to check their availability?
According to them, Meta is currently in the process of developing an artificial intelligence-focused translator. The translator can be used to instantly translate into almost all the widely used and common languages of the world. It is hoped that this will change the way people interact with each other forever.
In any of the many languages spoken there.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg spoke at an online event.
Now that's a superpower that people have dreamed of forever. And AI is going to deliver that within our lifetimes.
This new AI model is called No Language Left Behind. That being said, the new AI will be able to work with much less learning data than the current machine translation models need to learn a new language.
These translation technologies only work.
Moreover, it will translate any word directly. It does not need to be transcribed or recorded first.
Making translation essential to
Zubair Rahman, MyTV News Desk.
technology.
Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News online, visit YouTube/MyTV News. To watch all our programs, visit YouTube/MyTV Bangla, Facebook/MyTV Bangla. Our next approach will be taken at 7:30 p.m. Stay connected and Allah Hafiz.